Now, Patrick, many of the questions that have been coming in have been all about you and your home here in Chelsea and your collection of astronomical artwork and your many, many books. And we have unearthed an old edition of The Sky at Night on Betamax video, which gives us some rather nice clues into how you got started in astronomy.
Oh dear.
Good evening. I say, how terribly interesting. Now let's see if everything is as it should be. That's one of mine, and that's one of mine, that's one of mine, that's one of mine. Oh, that's one of Arthur's. Bless him, still doing his mysterious world, chasing yetis. Now, as you know, at the time of the very first edition of The Sky at Night, in 1957, I was most reassured to meet a future version of myself from the 50th anniversary of the programme in 2007. This was very, very encouraging and very charming indeed. And so now, if my calculations are correct, and they usually are, this should be around about the time of the 700th edition of The Sky at Night in the year 2011. So I thought I'd come to that very special anniversary from my very special anniversary in 1982, the 25th anniversary of the programme, and see if I can help my future self out once again. I think that should be very, very splendid indeed.
Good Lord!
Well, 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 Patrick, how very terribly nice to see you once again.
Nice to see you. What year do you come from?
1982, time of the 25th anniversary of The Sky at Night.
That was a good year, wasn't it?
Very, very good year.
Yeah,
very
I know,
good year
it was indeed.
So,
yes,
for the 700th edition, I understand we are trying our very, very best to answer the very intelligent questions from our intelligent and dedicated viewers.
Yes, let's see what they're after.
Yes, let's see the nature of the questions being asked in 2011. Graham Hall from Barry. Sir Patrick. Oh, are we a sir now?
I am now, but I wasn't then.
No, I'm looking forward to that. Excellent.
No.
Sir Patrick, if you were offered by NASA, would you swap your 700 programmes in return for a one-way trip to Mars?
No, a two-way trip might be different, but a one-way trip definitely not. I mean, I'm fascinated by Mars, but it's not the place I want to stay to for very long, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely the right answer. John Roach of Aberdeen, thank you for your question. Is Sir Patrick really the only living human to have met the first man to fly, to go into space, and land on the moon?
I can't be sure, but I think it probably is true. The first man on the moon, Neil Armstrong, I know, of course. The first man in space, Yuri Gagarin. And finally, Orville Wright, the first man to fly. And I met him when I was learning how to fly at the very start of the war, way back in 1939-40.
Yes, Orville Wright, a very mild-mannered man of great humility.
Very much so.
Next, from Ellen Hartmeyer in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. What are the cartoon-like pictures that can sometimes be seen in Sir Patrick's office? They seem to be very strange creatures.
They are indeed.
They are
Drawn
indeed.
by my mother, who was a very clever artist. And she said, no one can say that I'm wrong. And all her creatures are nice-looking creatures. They're benevolent.
They are.
Horrid.
Very benevolent aliens indeed.
She had the music and the art. I got the music. I didn't get the art.
Let's have another question here. This from Adrian Asprey from Tamworth. First of all, many congratulations on your 700th episode. You rock. What a modern term. Now, if there was one thing you could have an answer to regarding lunar observations, what would it be? What has had you scratching your head after all these years?
On the moon, we see these transient lunar phenomena, TLP, little glows. We're still a bit uncertain of what they really are. They're there all right. Just what causes them, we're not sure of that yet, even now.
Still don't know.
No.
So thank you for your question, and that is the answer to it. And finally, from Michael Murphy in County Fermanagh, what has been your greatest achievement over the last 50 years of doing The Sky at Night and your career?
I've tried to do one thing, to interest other people in astronomy, show them what a marvellous study it is, bring them into it as a hobby, possibly as a profession, and give them something really to enrich their lives. That's what I've tried to do. Whether I've managed it, well, that's for others to judge, but I've done my best.
Absolutely. Astronomy, the greatest of all the sciences, and anyone can try it.
Well, Patrick, thank you very much. You know, perhaps in 30 years' time, we'll be doing this poem up again, and this time I'll be you.
I do hope so, and that would make me very happy indeed. I shall return to the 25th anniversary. I wish you all the very best, not only for the 700th episode, but also for your 55th anniversary next year in 2012.
Thank you very much indeed.
Many congratulations, and as always, it's terribly nice to meet me.
Nice to see you, Patrick.
And you, Patrick, as well. Until next time, God bless. Good night.